Hey everyone, Cory Muscara here at mindfulness.com. In this week's newsletter, we're going to talk about doing what you're doing fully. So there's a Zen poem that I love that goes like this. When walking, just walk. When running, just run. Above all, don't wobble. How often are we doing one thing but also doing something else? Or doing one thing but feeling like we should be doing something else? We might be at work and feeling like, oh, I really want to be on vacation right now. But then we go on vacation and then we're guilty that we're not doing more. We're not at work. These are all examples of the ways that we tend to wobble through life. We don't always give ourselves permission to be where we are, which I think you could think of as like different gears in your car. So in a car, especially if it's a manual stick shift, you'd have about 5 gears. There would be neutral, where nothing would really be happening. You'd have first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and fifth gear. And all of them help you go faster and are required for different aspects of, let's just say, a basic road trip. When it comes to mindfulness and meditation, people tend to associate this with just simply going slow, being really intentional. But they conflate being really intentional with going slow. And while there can be sometimes a slowness in our meditation practice and in mindfulness as we're really trying to attune to what is here, mindfulness is not so much about doing what you're doing slowly. It's more about doing what you're doing fully. And if there's a situation that requires being in third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, can you actually give yourself the permission to honor the energy of the moment, to honor what's required of you in this moment? And then when there's something that requires, let's say, second gear, first gear, or even just putting the car in park where you're falling asleep and you're letting go of the day, can you actually give yourself permission to honor the energy of that moment, to really let go, to release the work that you did that day and go, okay, here, like in this moment, this is what I'm doing right now. I can't be doing that. I'm no longer doing that. You're giving yourself permission to be doing what you're doing. And this gets more at the heart of a mindfulness practice. And it is the heart of this Zen poem. When walking, just walk. In first gear, just be in first gear. When running, just run. When in fifth gear, be in fifth gear. Above all, don't wobble. If you're in fifth gear, there doesn't need to be this worry of, oh, I should be in first gear right now. When you're in first gear, maybe you can let go of the idea that I should be working harder. I should be in fifth gear right now. All of that is going to create extra tension in our lives if we're in that wobbling for too long. Of course, there are times where we might be in first gear for a long period of time and go, why am I not maybe moving into third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear? Do I want to explore what that energy of my life would look like? And other times where we're in fifth gear and we realize, you know what, I've been in fifth gear for a long period of time. What's that habit about? Maybe I need to explore going into first gear. So that could feel like a little bit of wobbling for a period of time, but it's more intentional as we're exploring different habits and behaviors. I'm more talking about those moments where we feel a sense of guilt or we feel a sense of I really should be doing something else. When in reality, what we need is to just be giving ourselves permission to be doing what we're doing. So I'll say the poem one more time, really let it sink in and let it serve as your guiding principle for this week. When walking, just walk. When running, just run. Above all, don't wobble. May you live each moment of this week fully and intentionally. May your mindfulness and meditation practice support that endeavor. If you'd like more support, you can join us in the mindfulness.com app for more videos like this and meditations to really install the learnings. Thank you for your practice. I'll see you next week and take care.